5 Christmas ornaments you can make with upcycled paper you find around the house. Grab leftover cupcake liners in pretty Christmas colors or patterns. Fold one of the liners in half and then in half again so that you have a little triangle. Make 3 of these and then glue them together to form a tree shape. Add a small star and some string to the top, and that's literally it. These are perfect for little hands to help with, and they turn out way cuter than you'd expect from a 30-second project. Grab an empty paper towel tube, or you could use toilet paper rolls as well. Cut them into small strips. You'll want 3 strips per ornament. Before assembling, you can add a cute decorative detail with either a white crayon or a chalk marker. I used mine to draw some swirls, almost like you see on icing on a gingerbread house. Then just glue your 3 rings together with tiny dabs of hot glue to form a snowflake shape. Glue on a string on the top and you have a surprisingly elegant little ornament made from literal trash. Grab an old map or atlas page and cut it into 1-inch wide strips. Mine are about 8 inches long. Fold a strip in half and then gently curve both ends downward. A stapler will work best to hold this shape, but I couldn't find mine, so I used tape instead. Make a bunch of these folded pieces and start gluing the sides together to form a full circle. By the time this comes together, you'll see a really cool 3D snowflake. I love the idea of using a map from a special place like your honeymoon city or a favorite vacation. Grab some old sheet music. I always find this at the thrift store if you don't have any laying around the house. Cut the paper into squares in 4 different sizes. You'll want 8 squares of each size. Then grab a needle, some thread, and a few small beads. Tie a bead at the bottom of the thread to keep everything in place, and then sew through 2 of the largest squares. Add another bead, then 2 more squares, and I like to crease the squares a little bit first so that each layer has some dimension. Tie off the top and add a little jingle bell or star, and then brush the edges of the paper with glue and sprinkle it with glitter. This gives it a really pretty shimmer. And this last one might be my favorite because it's just so fun. Grab an old deck of playing cards and cut out the face of one card, then use the other pieces from the cards to create arms, legs, and a little crown. I attach the arms and legs with tiny brads so that they can actually move back and forth. And then I hot glued the crown and a few decorative hearts on. I ended up making a matching king and queen, and they turned out so quirky and cute. These would make an adorable keepsake or even a fun gift tie-on.
Today I have a really fun DIY for the holidays, and we are going to use fabric scraps. Take your scraps and cut them into little strips, and then grab a foam ball. Now grab your glue gun and add your first bead of glue, and you're going to work in sections. After you add your bead of glue, you can add your first strip of fabric. And you can see that all the strips I have are different sizes and shapes. And these are little remnants from some old quilts. So they kind of had a lot of texture, and I love that. But you can use any kind of ribbon that you want or whatever you have available. And you're just gonna add the ribbons or your scrap fabrics all around the foam ball. And just layer on top, all different directions, whatever is your style. And it doesn't have to sit completely flat because that's what makes it so whimsical, and it's gonna be the cutest anthropology-inspired ornament for your tree. And this would also make a great gift for somebody. So I keep adding some strips until I get the entire foam ball covered. And I just keep fitting these little pieces as if they were little puzzles. I just love all the different colors and textures that are on here. It makes it look really high-end. And this would look great if you had a theme or color palette that you use. In my holiday decorations, I use red and white, and I'm going to show you at the end another version of this that I did in a red and white ribbon. Next, you're going to take a wine cork and an X-Acto knife, and you're going to cut a little end off of it, and then you're going to make a hole in the center. And you don't want the hole to go all the way through. You're just kind of making a little well. Then put some hot glue in it, take a ribbon, fold it over, and take the ribbon and put it into the open well that you have the hot glue, and then attach it to your ornament. This turned out so adorable. I love how all the scraps have different shapes and colors, and it makes the ornament look so interesting. And here are some examples of just using ribbon. And I found this really cool ribbon that had like frayed edges, and I decided to make a bunch of them, and then I just put them in a wood bowl. And then I added them on the tree also, along with some of the scrap ornaments that I had made also.